I'd like to call your attention to our video board for a word from a few of our sponsors here at our Grand Prix on our Grand Prix Sunday.
Special horses deserve special care. Hagyard Equine Medical Institute provides a variety of specialty services: acupuncture, ophthalmology, chiropractic, imaging, and more. Also, these remarkable athletes can perform at their peak in noteworthy events like this. Hagyard Equine Medical Institute. Because special performances don't happen without special care.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Kentucky to the tour here at this fantastic facility in Lexington. And what a day of action we have for you today. It's been a fantastic of international and national competition in both the hunter and the jumper categories. And we've had a brilliant win. Yes, from Augusta Iwasaki in the Blue Trim LLC National Prix. But meanwhile, a couple of our riders have had multiple podium places, and an extremely strong field of 23 competitors is going to come forward in this $100,000 Lugano 350 Grand Prix presented by Hagyard. It is the feature class of the week, the biggest three-star competition of the action and the biggest prize money on offer as well. That $100,000 is up for grabs. The lion's share, of course, going our winner.
Yeah, we might have a digital zoom.
Well, we have a feat that is dedicated to the memory of Sophie Coppage Walker. That's going to be presented today. Sophie Coppage Walker was well respected as a rider, having won major events during her junior years, including the 2000 Equitation Junior Medal and the 2003 USET Talent Search Finals, and later on being a highly competitive amateur rider. Her love for horses and animals in general was demonstrated long before these wins, though, when Sophie was just a young child. Equally life was her infectious smile, her care for other people, and a great way of leading by example. Those are traits which fit extremely lit rock, where camaraderie, enthusiasm, and sportsmanship are highly encouraged. Perhaps that's why Sophie loved this very show and why she vowed to attend every year. Unfortunately, we lost Sophie in early 2016, but her effect on everybody involved in this show, as does her vow to be a part of this event, as we present the Sophie C. Walker Perpetual Trophy to each year's winner of the Grand Prix, which of course is what we have taking place today. It's also become a tradition to pay tribute to Sophie during the opening ceremonies, and many of the riders that you saw today knew Sophie well, while others may not have had the honour of meeting her. Regardless, this gathering is assurance that the kind and inspirational nature that is now synonymous with the name Sophie C. Walker is honoured each year at one of her very favourite events, rock jumping tours Lexington 3-star. Furthermore, while we wish each rider the best luck possible, we also hope riders will be chasing the win with a care and dedication to the horses befitting Sophie's memory and her beautiful translation in the show ring. A lovely tribute there to a really influential rider, sadly lost too early, but a key part of this show, and a memory that lives on here in this 3-star week. The prize will be awarded to the best rider from this competition. 23 will come forward in today's competition. Well, our course begins over an upright followed by an oxer. Then we make this tight rollback to another oxer at fence 3, related distance down to the upright, be influential there. Then it's a left-handed curve to the flamingos, the 2 fences part of the double combination at 5A, and then a much wider turn down to the upright at 6. And then the yellow fence there, the oxer at fence 7 on another related, then make another turn to the Liverpool fence. It's the split rock oxer at fence 8. Down to the far end of the arena, the triple at 9A, B and C there. Then gives you a run down to the Lugano oxer with the plank on top. And fence 11 has an umbrella design and is a upright running on down to the white upright at 12. And then the fence at fence 13 to finish. Big up to height oxer there to finish things off. The fence height here is 1 metre, and it's been a pretty tough course that has been set by the team here, and to take in with lots of twists and turns. Well, looking down the start list, Lorcan Gallagher will be kicking things off for us with Copycat. They've been jumping pretty consistently weak. TJ O'Mara will be second to go, and he's already been on the podium as well. Kaylin Leahy is fifth in with Zark. They were winners earlier on this week. And Sarah Happy, another podium finisher already as well. Well, Francisco Goyoaga Mole is another rider who has been a winner already this week, and Nicholas Gamboa was a winner last week. Andrew Bournes comes forward for this week's competition with another really good horse. He's 10th to go. Meanwhile, Molly Ash Corley brings forward Birdien. That is the horse with whom she won the C. Jarvis Insurance Welcome class. Another key name to look out for there, Richie Maloney as well. He was a winner earlier in the week too. Amanda Derbyshire has been on the podium in that she has contested this week. One of her most established rides is Otto BH, and she comes forward with him 15th in our order. Charlotte Jacobs, a very on-form rider, comes here from a 4-star win in Vancouver, and she rides Instrumental. Will Simpson won last week's National and is on your list as well. Meanwhile, 2 second rides then for Nicholas Gamboa. That's his winning ride from last week. And Darcy and Francisco Goyoaga Mole round things off for us with Staccato Cornet. Quite the action-packed start list there. Lots to take in, lots of previous winners and podium finishers from the 2 weeks. Of course, last week we brought you the 2-star action, and today, this week, it is the 3-star action. Feature class of the week here in Kentucky. And an absolutely beautiful Lexington, not a cloud in the sky, just setting things off perfectly in this beautifully designed ring. It's sort of an ape, and these absolutely stunning designed fences, which have been really pretty eye-catching all. Certainly a couple of points to pick out for you in the course design. A couple of good rollbacks where the time may be influenced. 21 seconds on the clock here today. But from 2 to 3, we'll just have to see how tightly they take that turn early on to save themselves. But meanwhile, certainly the Jarvis Oxer at 3, down to the Natural Fence at 4, and then on to the Flamingos, the double at 5. That's all set on related distances and will be crucial to see how the riders approach the first fence and then head the combinations. Lots to keep your eye out for there. Well, as ever, we will kick things off with the national anthem of the USA in this $100,000 Lugano Grand Prix presented by Hagyard. We're just moments of this feature class of the 2 weeks. First horse will be heading into the ring in just a moment's time, so do stay with us. We have the first coming in for you very, very shortly. It will be Lorcan Gallagher with Copycat. And of course, what we're looking for here in this Grand Prix is clear rounds to take us in jump off. We'll then go against the clock for the fastest clear over the shortened course in our jump off. And here he is then, it's Lorcan Gallagher with to kick things off for us. This combination finished 4th in the 2-star West last week with a great double clear. They just had 1 pole down in the 2-star Grand Prix last week, and there's no doubt that Lorcan will be keen to better that performance in this 3-star Grand Prix. Competed at a couple in the recent season at Toronto and here in Lexington. Strong shot to the C. Jarvis Insurance. Rides well through that line to the double. Oh, it's this fairly long swing down to the middle of the arena then. The horse flight upright there, running them on to that yellow oxer. That's been a fence that has caused a good few problems so far this week. Just woe to Copycat, but safely through the triple. Now it's the Lugano Oxer. And again manages that really well. Just this final line then, the umbrellas here. And then 12 and 13 again on the related distance. About 5 strides coming up really nicely for them. And it's beautiful jumping Gallagher, but oh, what a pity. Just 1 time penalty will keep them out of the jump off. That's such a just 0.12 of a second outside the time allowed. Sadly, it will be 1 time penalty. Well, TJ O'Mara fields Honor van der Helle. This combination in last week's two-star Grand Prix jumped clear and just had a pole down in the jump off. TJ also pulled down in the National Prix yesterday. Last week was actually the Source's top 10 finish in an international class. Sadly not going to be a jump off today. Well, provided of course that we have a clear. Time allowed of 81 seconds. Again, not looking too generous here for TJ. He's not too up on the time at all. So it will be 1 for time as well as 4 for jumping. Gives him a score of...
For a four-fault effort, and again we have a time penalty just over 81, 81.67. There'll be a total of 5 for TJ O'Mara, and Ono van der Helm is afternoon in our Grand Prix action. Time is part of the test in our Grand Prix. The course is measured.
Okay, so on to Maria Costa now. Maria Rising at BSFN.
Maria Costa is the rider born next, and she was born SFN. Joint number is 571 from the Ravello Farms LLC. The rider is 31 years of age, hails from Wellington, Florida, and she's born Dutch warm blood, only 11 years of age, by Lord Lugano.
This combination were a 13th in last week's two-star Grand Prix. He's an 11-year-old gelding, long-term partner for Maria. She's taken this horse over to Europe for some competitions as well in recent years. Jumped successfully in Lier in Belgium, as well as in Germany and in Kessel in the Netherlands. Well, sadly, the triple combo causes a problem for Maria Costa, and we are yet to have a clear. It's going to be another score of 5, a third rider over the time allowed. All 3 of our first competition over. This is the point at which our and course designer can opt to change the time allowed, but all of these competitors are only picking up 1 time penalty. I'm sure we will start to see inside the time. It's the turn of Stella Wasserman now, and Stella rides Ilias.
rider competed at the North American Young Rider Championships for 3 years, 21 to 23. He's a member of the second place team in both 2022 and 23.
Started young rider. She ranks 202nd on the FEI Jumping Under 25 ranking. Kirlanta was her ride for last week's two-star Grand Prix, where she finished 10th. Ilias, though, is the ride today, sixth stallion. That's a relatively new ride for Stella, just this year. This horse was ridden by Alexandra Ryden in the Youth Championships last year, and prior to that was competed by McLean Ward up to the 5-star level with podium finishes at Major League Show Jumping Leg in Traverse City. Just seeing a few riders really saying whoa coming into the triple. They're really running around that corner.
And again, we have 4 and a time.
Well, again, it's 5 as the score for Stella Wasserman. 1 pole down and a fraction over allowed. We are yet to have a rider inside our 81 seconds.
Ilias and Stella Wasserman. Looking for her
Which is
first
fair.
clear
Yeah.
effort here in the competition. Morgan Gallagher right now in the lead with just the 1 time penalty. 81.12 seconds was the time with 1 false up on the board.
Still looking for the first clear then. The best so far that we have had has been Lorcan Gallagher with Copycat.
Riding entry up by Steve Schaefer, rider's 22 years of age, hails from Maple Park, Illinois, and scored this higher score horse mare by Dam. This is Joe Tuttle.
He is your best, just the 1 time penalty. Kaylin Leahy then is up now with Zarkava.
And also Grand Prix winner on 3 occasions at Brownwood in Tennessee.
Getting a little bit more of a pace up here. Again, talented young rider. She ranks 181st in the FEI Jumping Under ranking. And this combination won last week's 2-star speed class. So hopefully it might be a problem. She's really motoring round this corner. She has seen that the time allowed is tight. Not going to give anything away there. Kaylin with this mare that she's had for some time. She's 16 years old, bred in Ireland. Again, a very quick turnaround, but a little too pacey, and the upright a bit more care. Well, the score is 12 for Kaylin Leahy, but no time to add. She'd just taken a little bit more time there, just a fraction, but it is 12.
Michael Hutchison represents Ireland internationally. He's aboard our next entry. This is Quinn, entry number 1247.
Michael Hutchinson of Ireland is next to take to the stage. We are still looking our first clear. Michael's compatriot Lorcan Gallagher is leading the way at the moment with that 1 time penalty. Quinn is the ride for Michael. Last FEI show was in Sarasota. with Quinn. He's had two top 10 placings in international competition. On the ride of Michelle Braun and Sean Cassidy earlier on as well. Michelle's actually had some good top 10 placings with this horse here in Lexington. Sadly though, the rustic coloured fence is Michael Hutchinson. Well, down comes the down on the back rail, just lands a little short there. Sadly gets a bit careless coming into the triple now. Well, with the 3 fences down, Michael Hutchinson knows it is not day to day and opts to retire.
Retiring and exiting the ring. As we welcome in our next, we'll continue on with our 7th entry. Still looking for a totally clear effort, 1 time fall leads away. And here's our next rider, Sarah Happy. She hails from Arlington, Florida, and she's aboard Vinci number 4. Showing numbers 463, the horse rode by Gavin McNeil. Yourself runs a Elwood by Diamante Summerlee. Horse and riders teamed up for many top 10 finishes so far this year.
So let's go now to Sarah Happy, back to the USA with Vinci Dubois. Sarah finished 9th in the 2-star Grand Clear in round 1 and then just a pole down in round 2. But can she achieve 2 clears in a row? Oscar A. In May, she finished with this horse in a jump-off class here. So on they look like a strong combination. She also jumped the World Cup at Ocala with Vinci de Beaufort for 21st place. Down and a little bit to add for time. This though is a former ride of Dara Kenny at the 5-star level. He's finished in the and had wins with this horse at 5-star level, including in Saint-Tropez, the win. Certainly all the talent in this combination. 81 seconds to get home. He needs to just... Oh no! Perhaps did put a little bit of a foot to the floor, and Sally, the penultimate, is down. She is just inside the time though. It's going to be 4 for C and Vinci de Beaufort. What a pity.
Olivia Cliver rides our next year's board 782. This is Interactive Mortgage, Cayenne. Horse is owned by Johnson Equine LLC. Rider hails from Midland, Texas.
So we turn to Olivia Cleaver now with Interactive Mortgage, Cayenne.
And 3 top 10 finishers so far, all coming in a Lone Star State of Texas, Tyler, and in Katy, Texas, for this horse rider combination. Olivia Cliver.
This pair retired in last week's 2-star Grand Prix, but that was their first week of international competition together. Really working to build their partnership up. Good to see Olivia now contesting this 3-star class. It's actually this horse's first one for an international starts for nearly a year.
Watch that gate, please. Heads up.
Well, unfortunately, Olivia is rather jumped out the saddle there. Interactive Mortgage Kajai making a in-out gate, but good to see Olivia up and on her feet safely, both of them safely exiting the arena. Elimination though.
And we'll continue on with next showing in round number 1. Our first round of competition. We thank LUGANO Diamonds and Hagyard Equine Medical Institute, family sporting and sponsoring our class for this afternoon. Country of Spain represented next by our next rider. Here's Francisco Goyaga. He is aboard.
So one of our previous winners from the past 2 weeks is Goyaga Mole. He's also been there or thereabouts in a lot of this week's classes. Finished second in the power and speed last week. Finished 7th in the 2-star welcome class. Just had a pole down in the 2-star Grand Prix. But all of those were with other rides. This is PST de Muse. Was, of course, the winner of this week's Power and Speed. That was with Livingston Van Het Pegashoff. He was 4th in the welcome class. PST de Muse, just a 9-year-old mare. And this is Francisco's first week of competition with the horse. Was with Luis Sabino Gonçalves of Portugal. And prior to that of Switzerland. Francisco, a man on form. And aiming this 9-year-old now at the very top class. Vigo Darce, whose breeding goes back to Nabab Derev. On the dam side, the breeding is Clinton, so she is really well bred. And gives us our first clear. We said he was on form. And one clear in the bank now. It is Francisco Goyaga Mole with PST de Muse. Has taken us some time to get the first clear. In fact, only 1 from 9. Yesterday we also had a course in the National Prix, and also far fewer clears than we might have expected. We turn now to Colombia. Nicolas Gamboa is the representative for Colombia, and he rides NKH Vittorio S. First ride for him. Another talented young rider, and Nicolas actually ranks 18th in the FEI G5 rankings. Very, very strong performances would have got him in that really top bracket of that world ranking for young riders. He won the power and speed last week with NKH Mr. Darcy, placed 6th in the welcome class with the same horse, and 2nd in the speed class with Sky Dancer. Now S NKH Vittorio S is his selection. This horse dropped 3 poles in last week's class. But prior to that, they had 3 top 10 placings at Desert International Horse Park in March. Nicholas looking for another strong performance. Placed this horse in the welcome class, just had one pole down. Also was 12th in the speed with this horse yesterday. Well, he's going to be over the time allowed as well, so it's 4 jumping, 2 for time to give Nick Boa a score of 6.
Down for 4 and also 2-time penalties 82.91 for Nick Boa and NKH Victoria S. Right now that ranks in 7th. Nick has another one coming up a bit later on in the order in the first run. So just the one clear, Francisco Loyaca Melendez aboard TSTD News is a clear round, the only one to master the course so far. Alexander Bourne's next, he's aboard Manco Vander Wellington, number 451.
Next to take to the stage is Andrew Bourne.
Rider defeats for Ireland internationally is aboard the Belgian Warm Blood Stallion by
Andrew rides Menko van der Wellington. He's in the world's top 250 in the Longines World Rankings.
Lexington earlier this year, right here on the property of the Rolling Stadium, and other top 10 placings coming.
It's a former Nations Cup final competitor with C Top Blue, that brilliant top horse he had, and a double European Championship rider from the Young Rider Europeans a few years ago now. Comes here fresh from Vancouver. He was part of the Major League Show Jump team competition in Vancouver. But this horse's last international competition was here in Lexington in a 3-star Grand Prix. Had a couple of fences down, but the previous week placed 9th in a 3-star Grand Prix here as well. So a little bit of consistency. We've had clears before. So today, though, we still will have just one clear. Down this final line then for Andrew Bourne and Menko van der Wellington. It'll be 1 to the 8. Give him a score of 9 and goes into 8th place for now.
And there'll be 8 jumping faults and also a time penalty for Andrew Bourne. And the total was 9, time was 81.49 seconds. Join us next, we have last week's winner of our $100,000 Grand Prix here at the Walnut Arena. The horse by Molly Ashpoli joined us. She hails from Wellington, Florida, and is aboard the winning horse, Birdie.
And this is your winner from the welcome class. It's Molly Ashcawley and Birdie N. He has had the perfect preparation for today's competition. Ranks just outside the world's top 250. This combination were also the winners of the Star Grand Prix last week. So, winners of the 2-star Grand Prix. Winners of the welcome class this week. Second in the welcome class last week. This has been a combination fire. And excuse me, we seem to have... We'll just confirm this for you, but Molly Ashcawley is the latest on our list. Safely through the double. Molly Ashcawley continues this great run of form. This is such an exciting combination. What an achievement it would be to win these. Going to try to jinx her, but it is clear. A brilliant performance. Freeze 2 cleared for Molly Ashcawley and Birdien. Absolutely outstanding. Even if they aren't the winners of today's Grand Prix, they surely are the standout performance of these 2 weeks. We start second in the welcome, winning the welcome this week. Can it get better still today? Well, Richie Maloney is another regular 5-star competitor. He is at the very top of the sport. He's also a former winner of the American Gold Cup and is part of that elite list of the World 150 riders. His ride today is Sherlock 46. Earlier this month, he finished 6th in the 3-star Grand Prix in Tryon. Quite the illustrious career for this Irishman. Actually won a 2-star Grand Prix qualifier at WEF earlier this year. Placed top 10 in a 2-star down at the horse park as well last year. Well, Richie Maloney shows all of his class to secure a round. He's the 3rd clear in this Grand Prix and joins Francisco Goyoaga-Mollet and Molly Ashcawley in fantastic list. Only 3 are through as it stands.
Chris Husky, Ryder Hills, Wellington, Florida. He's aboard Canada Ronaldo CSI3, 12-year-old stallion. Horse riding combination been together about 3 years now, and just recently, racing in the Wet Challenge Cup round in Wellington, Florida, earlier this year. Aboard Canada Ronaldo C, and quite easy one. So far, 6.
Well, Chris Iwanowski is up next with Condor du Val d'Essy. Scale the USA, and we are looking for the 4th clear. Would take us to a ratio of about 1 in 3. Retired in the 2-star Grand Prix last week. Good down Tano Oxa there. He's just just keeping that pace up round the turns, not taking time, but maintaining the regular rhythm. It's a little short for time, though, for Chris Iwanowski. Oh, and I'm sure it'll be a disappointment to him. It's 2 time penalties, clear for jumping, but it's the time that is keeping him out of the jump off. He goes into 5th, just behind Lorcan Gallagher, but ahead of your fastest 4 falter, which is Sarah Happy. In fact, only so far is on a score of 4. In the form of Sarah.
Stables LLC, entry Fender Holstein gelding by Casal. This horse recently placing in a Grand Prix and Triumph in North Carolina.
We go now to Guatemala, Arenas Saravia. Joaquin Tosano. One down in last week's 2-star Grand Prix. He's a 10-year-old stallion who came from... This horse is by Casal. And with San Petrignano Cassini breeding on the dam side. That is pretty iconic breeding, I'm sure you would agree. Working on the final line for Luquin Arenas Saravia. Oh, that's a pity. Just the lightest touch at the penultimate. Inside it's going to be a score of 8 for 11th place.
Represents Great Britain internationally. We'll welcome in Andy Derbyshire, and she's aboard Auto BH 1562, showing.
Well, Amanda Derbyshire has had quite the week here in. I will just run you through some of her results. 3rd in the Power and Speed with Renkum Oriana. 2nd in the C. Jarvis Insurance Welcome class with this horse, Otto BH. 3rd National Prix with Sade de Rialfo. 2nd in yesterday's speed class with Vogue TW. She has been on the podium in every single class she has contested this week. It's an unbelievable performance so far. Performer of the week has to be a toss-up between Molly Ashcawley and Amanda Derbyshire on the podium in every international class this week. Otto BH, her top ride. She comes here fresh from a win in 3-star Grand Prix in Tryon with Cornwall BH. And she also won a 3-star class there with Otto as well. And it's that level of consistency that has put Amanda 105th in the Longines World Rankings. With Otto, she's been in the top 10 in her last 4 competitions, 3 of those in the top 4. She's actually won 5 classes with this horse this year already. in the past 6 months. She used classes with Otto. Well, it's another clear. Are we surprised? We knew that Amanda Derbyshire was going to lay down an excellent performance. Can it be a podium finish for her? It certainly would not surprise me. Amanda Derbyshire then, and Otto be your fourth combination through to the jump off. 7 remain on our list. In
and this horse rider had 2 placings in $100,000 events at the Ocala, Florida WEC facility, and also a placing in last week's Split Rock Welcome right here in Milwaukee.
Well, Kaylin Leahy with the Grey Man now. As we know, she's been a winner this week already with Zara. The Grey Man, though, is her second ride and arguably her more established horse. He's 16 years old now. She is down here as well. Very speedy through this triple. Won a 140 class at WEC in March as well. Well, clear jumping for Kaylin and the Grey Man, but sadly it's 2 for time. That puts her into 6th place. She's a fraction faster than Chris Iwanowski, who 2 but drops into 7th place.
Finish round number 1. Next rider competes internationally for our United States. She hails from East Aurora, New York, Michelle Jacobs, and she aboard a new ride this year. This is Instrumental, Swedish warm blood mare by Hollander. Rider represented the U.S. in Langley, British Columbia, Canada last year in the Nations Cup bronze medal team effort. So far this year, placing in the Terranova Welcome in Mayaca City, Florida. And also right here this week, earlier this week, in our welcome class here on the Kentucky Horseback property. Charlotte Jacobs aboard Instrumental.
Jacobs comes forward now with Instrumental. '17th in the 2-star Grand Prix last week with this horse. Charlotte, though, fantastic couple of weeks over in Vancouver, winning the 4-star Grand Prix there and winning round for the Trailblazers in the Major League Show Jumping team competition. Was with Rincoola Milshawn. Those performances. Instrumental, a 9-year-old Swedish-bred mare. But this year has had 2 top 10 finishes with this mare. And this is the one that's green ride. Sadly, we have a 4 to pick up now.
jumping falls fence number 7 coming
But
down
it's
for
for
instrumental.
time for Charlotte Jacobs with instrumental. That will be 6 in total for 12th place.
0.05 seconds. So holding at 4 clear efforts to return in our jump off of 5 horse and rider combinations remaining. And here's our next rider, Will Simpson. He's aboard Caminco N, number 989. Horse is owned by Will Simpson Stables Incorporated out of Ocala, Florida. Negro Dutch Warm Blood gelding by Grand Slam BDL. Horse and rider in the top 10. Numerous Grand Prix so far this year. Winning the Live Oak International, one of the 4-star classes there in Ocala, Florida. Also placing second last week in our $100,000 Grand Prix here in the Walnut Arena.
Right then, Will Simpson was the winner of the National Prix last week. Rides Caminco N in today's $100,000 Grand Prix. Will's just outside the world's top 250 and placed second in this 2-star Grand Prix as well. Again, a very on-form rider. This horse is a former ride from the Czech Republic, a rider called Teresa Vesela. But Will's had 2 international wins, with those coming at Ocala. Oh, such a shame. A little close to the Split Rock Ox down in front. Score will be 12 then for Will Simpson. Sadly, no podium finish today, with Caminco N goes into 17th place.
Sarah Happy back in the second ride this afternoon. She is aboard 461. This is Oscar 8 for Joanne Sloan Allen. 461. New combination, Grand Prix level this year. Sarah Happy and Oscar 8. Belgian Warm Blood gelding. Horse rider combination.
Well, Sarah Happy has a second ride here now. She sits in it with Vinci de Beaufort, and Oscar A is her second ride. This pair were 9th in last week's 2-star Grand Prix. Sadly not going to be in the jump off today. We've already got a pole down. Not many riders with a second ride in this 3-star Grand Prix, so that in itself is an achievement for Sarah. Well, the score is 7, so she goes into 4th place. She still sits 8th, though, with Vinci de Beaufort, and with 3 left to go, she's still within a chance of another top 10 placing. Here, got a different situation in this 3-star Grand Prix versus last week's 2-star. We had plenty, more than 10 clip last week. Now we're still sitting on only 4.
Course is owned by On the Mark Equestrian LLC. As mentioned, rider hails from Midland, Texas. 11-year-old Holsteiner German bred gelding by Hunter. Their second mount. Winners last year, Brownland Grand Prix in Tennessee. Worst places last year. This was a rider combination.
Well, Olivia Cleaver,
In their fourth year,
69 now.
competition.
Another second ride. This time for Olivia. Again, she is not through to the jump off yet, so it's her second chance. She rode, of course, Interactive Mortgage Cajano earlier, but her back ready to compete with Connor, 69. The last international was the World Cup at Fort Worth, where they finished 14th. She also jumped for 7th in Las Vegas and 23rd in Sacramento. Those all being at the back end of last year. Olivia steadies and straight the triple. Pays off. We are coming line. This looks very tight for time, sadly. Oh, Olivia, beautiful jumping, but it's going to be 3-time penalty. No jump off for Olivia, just a little off the pace. And so, with the 3 penalties for time, it will put her into place.
Just 2 combinations left to go. Nicholas Gamboa next. He's aboard his second entry. Second entry owned by NKH LLC. Here's NKH Mr. Darcy. Rider hails from the Lone Star State of Texas. He's aboard this Holsteiner. 11-year-old Holsteiner by Darko.
So Nicholas Gamboa brings forward his win from last week, NKH Mr. Darcy. Super talented young rider, yet to have a spot in the jump off. It's his second ride. And NK Darcy, of course, that power and speed winner last week. He's an 11-year-old gelding. Second in the World Cup at Fort Worth. The back end of last year, 10th at the World Cup in Puebla. Oh, the flamingos are the problem. Gamboa is going fairly swiftly around to the final line. He's aiming for a fast 4. The best he can do, though, would be 9th. He's certainly not going to be far away there. And he is going to be the fastest 4-faulter for now. 9th place it is for Nicholas Gamboa and NK Darcy. One of only 2 4-faulters. Sarah Happy is now into 10th place as the other 4-faulter.
His riders have 1 qualified. Francisco joining us with his second ride, final entry in the first round. This is the California number 408.
Well, your last rider is Francisco Gomole with Staccato Cornet. He already has a spot in the jump off. He was our first clear. And is that jump off with PST de Muse. Just outside the world's top 2. Staccato Cornet. A horse with whom he hasn't had too many top 10 placings. A couple last year at WEC. And this horse was previously with Alvarez Aznar until about a year ago. But down comes that rustic fence. It's just a little bit of a short distance, and it's so easy to on there and clip the pole. So we're on 4, so it will just be 4 through to the jump off. Well, Francisco also bidding to be a fast 4 falter now. Again, the best he could do would be pip Nicholas Gamboa out of that spot. But Nicholas was our fastest round in round 1. He's not too far behind him. Just goes a little more carefully. And good down that final line. Just one fence. That causes a problem for Francisco. He drops just one pole and slots into 10th place. That will be final position with Staccato Cornet. But it is not all over, as he already has a ride through to the jump off. That is P. Muse. He's one of only 4 jump off qualifiers. Francisco with PST Demuse then to the jump off. They'll be followed by Molly, Ash, Corley, and Berdien. Some seriously good results, wins and second completely in the past 2 weeks. Richie Maloney will be third in with Sherlock 46, and Amanda Derbyshire with Otto BH has been on the podium in every bar this week. Can she make it a win in this 3-star Grand Prix today? $100,000 on the line in this LUGANO Star Grand Prix presented by Hagyard. We only have the jump off to bring you. We take a short drag break now and we'll be back in just a few to bring you this second round, the jump off with the 3-star Grand Prix.
special horses deserve special care. Hagyard Equine Medical Institute provides a variety of specialty services: acupuncture, ophthalmology, chiropractic, imaging, and more. Also, these remarkable athletes can perform at their peak in noteworthy events like this. Hagyard Equine Medical Institute. Because special performances don't happen without special care.
Hi, my name is Hannah Kleinditz, and I'm the owner and founder of Equestrian Closet.
We provide an online marketplace designed for equestrians to buy, sell, and share the equestrian lifestyle. Whether you are looking for a gently used show coat or looking to purge your closet and start new, Equestrian Closet is here for you.
At Hellerbuilt, our ultimate goal is to help our clients build beautiful homes. Because we do pride ourselves on building comfortable, durable, long-lasting homes and farms that we develop. What we bring to the table is just our unwavering standards in the level to which we build a home.
To really create something that turns into art. It's not typical of what we see in the building business these days. It's next level.
Hi, I'm Javin Dahlman. I'm the founder of Dahlman Jump Co. At Dahlman Jump Co., creativity is our specialty. We can create custom jumps for any occasion, all the FEI spec. We also have a variety of jumps that are in stock at Dahlman Jump Co. You can come and pick them up, you can have them delivered. The best part about building jumps, honestly, is working with customers and watching their visions come to life, like our brand new 3D jumps. Let Dahlman Jump Co. make your jumps for home or the horse show. We're proud to be the official jump company of U.S. Equestrian.
C. Jarvis Insurance is the leading international equine insurance agency in the world. Our team of professionals is here to assist you 24/7, and we offer worldwide coverage for all aspects of equine insurance. We are owned and operated by a family of horsemen, so you can rest assured that we have a pulse on the industry, and we'll look out for you every step of the way.
Horses have taken me all over the world. Obviously, I started out in Australia, come to America, and I've been lucky enough to represent America at 3 Olympic Games. At about 35, joint pain was really starting to affect my career. I came across Lubricin HA. After about a week of taking Lubricin, my body was already feeling better. Elite athletes require elite care. I feel like Lubricin provides that for me and my team. Choose Lubricin HA. See for yourself.
Welcome back to this $100,000 Lugano 3-star Meter 50 Grand Prix by Hagyard. What a competition we have brought you so far. 23 started in round 1 and just have made it through to this jump off. Here they are, your jump off qualifiers. It's Francisco Goyoaga Mole with PS, Molly Ash Corley with Birdie N, Richie Maloney with Sherlock 46, and Amanda Derbyshire with Otto BH. This is quite the illustrious list. All of these riders have had wins already in the past 2 weeks. Richie Maloney, he was the winner of yesterday's speed class, and Sherlock was a really exciting ride for him. Amanda Derbyshire has been on the podium in every single class she has jumped this week. She's clinched a win, and Otto BH very much her top ride that she has here. That's the horse that she's chosen for this 3 Prix, but she's been second, she's been third. She's looking for a win. Meanwhile, Molly Ash Corley was the winner of the welcome class this week. She also won the 2-star Grand Prix last week and was second in the welcome class. So super on form. Brilliant, brilliant performances already. Meanwhile, Francisco Goyoaga Mole was 4th in the welcome class with P. Demuse. He was also the winner of the Power and Speed class this week with Livingston Van Het Pegashoff. So as you can see, there is no side between these competitors. They have all been giving it their all week, and many of them last week as well. An outstanding lineup. 2 female riders, 2 male riders. 1 for Spain, 1 for the USA, and 1 for Great Britain. A really international lineup as well. But who will be the winner? That is the question. Well, we're just moments away from the start of this jump off. In the ring in just a couple of moments' time. As you can see, the footing is just being perfected as ever for our jump off course. Time allowed for the jump off will be 52 seconds, but I have no doubt that we may not need that, as these riders will be going hell for leather in their bid to win this class. In terms of the course for the jump off, we take you over fence 1, the HAGYARD, and then we go to fence 8, new fence at 14, 5A and B, then to 6, 9B, and fence 10 to finish. Fence 10 being the Lugano Oxa. Well, we'll take just a moment's break while we just wait for the first horse in. It's the jump off in a few moments' time.
Well, the tractors are finishing up. We're moments away from getting started with our 4-horse rider jump off. We're going to quickly take you around the short course here for our jump off. Fence number 1 remains the same. The hanger vertical over here by the jury stand. After fence number 1, it's going to be a bending right-hand line for the horses and riders. Number 8, the split rock. Oxer over here just below our video display board. I'm going to loop around. There's 2 jumps, or 1 jump added for our jump off this afternoon. Fence number 14 added in a vertical, another hanger jump over there by the gazebo to the left-hand side of that. If you're up in the VIP, it's fence number 14. Then up and around toward the end gate, the 5EV, the flamingo combination. After that, we're going to jump the horse flight verticals and come back toward our jury stand. And then we're going to make a hard
All right, here we go then. It's time for the jump off. Just 4 combinations will come forward as your for this $100,000 Lugano 3-star Grand Prix presented by HAGYARD. It is going to be competition here today. We have already had a pretty outstanding performances, and these 4 were the best of them. Seriously sensational, and as we were saying earlier, you cannot choose between these competitors. So Francisco Goyoagamole with PST Demuse, they are over at a serious angle on the Split Rock Oxa. Now it's this new fence 14, the HAGYARD. 5A and B now, the Flamingos, he's pretty quick through there as well. 6 is the next fence. It's a very swift run round here. And 9B, the second part from the triple combination. Serious turn there. Now, oh, what a shame. Now he galloped down the fence. The Lugano Oxa to finish. What a ride. It's 4. Just that one for Francisco Goyoagamole. And 40.68 is his time. That time is going to take some. Can it be done with all the fences up? Well, Molly Ashton again were the winners of last week's 2-star Grand Prix. She's been second in last week's welcome, the winner's welcome class with this horse Birdie N. They could not have had a better run coming into this class. Now though, this is the big one, the 3-star Grand Prix. Molly Ashcawley and Birdie N have a time of 40.68. First, she's a little steadier now to this Split Rock. Too steady to the Split Rock Oxa. And the distance over the fence, she has a pole already. This does not look as fast as Francisco. Looks like she was potentially going for the clear, but unfortunately a pole goes already. Well, safely down the final line, but it's 1 down for Molly Ash. 44.48 is the time. She slots into second place, no double win for her. Richie Maloney, always a strong competitor. He is a former winner of the American Gold Cup. And he had a win yesterday in the Speed Club. Sherlock 46, though, the ride for today. The time to beat is 40.68, but Richie Maloney would know that a clear will put him at the top of things, would guarantee him a podium finish. It's the Split Rock Oxa again, though. Now he's galloping. Absolutely galloping. He knows now that he has to beat the 40.68, otherwise not go top of this list. Good angle there. And he's so fast across the ground. Coming back to this single line. And it's a big gallop to the final fence. He's got a little bit of time, but it's very tight. Oh, he won't quite make it. It's 2:67 for Richie Maloney. And Sherlock, that will put him in second place, and Francisco Goyoagamole still hangs on to the top spot.
Around within the time allowed will win it, or a fault total lower than 4 and also would appear for the source rider combination. Target time of 4 is 4:16.
Okay, crunch time for Amanda Derbyshire and Otto BH. Her top ride, she's been on the podium every single class this week, but she has yet to have a win. Taking quite the relaxed approach here, making sure that final preparations are in order. Well, Amanda Derbyshire and Otto B aiming for a win. She would love to better those podium finishes. And with poles down, she will know that it will just take a clear with Otto. She's still going for the time, but if she is, will win this. Just 4 made it through to the jump off. Big jump into the double. Amanda Derbyshire is still having a foot to the floor, even though she simply needs a clear inside the time allowed. The lady is just so competitive, and what a showman for this audience. Coming the last, Amanda Derbyshire just takes it easy a little bit down the final line, and it is clear. It's a win for Great Britain, a win Derbyshire and Otto BH. What a week she has had, and she will be your winner of this $100,000 3-star Meter 50 Grand Prix presented by Hagyard. What a competition, and a very well win for Amanda Derbyshire. You could not have written a better week of competition for that lady than this. Podiums in every win in the big one, the 3-star Grand Prix. Otto BH, that top ride for her, helping her to seal the win. Francisco Goyoagamole laid down a very fast time to begin with, but clipped a pole to finish in second place with PST Demuse. Maloney comes in third, rounding out the podium with Sherlock 46. One down again and 42.67 on the clock. Molly Ashcawley comes in fourth, the fourth of your jump-off competitors with Berdien. She won the 2-star Grand Prix, now fourth in the 3-star, just one down and a time of 44.48. Lorcan Gallagher, the best of the rest, just one time penalty as our first rider into the ring in round 1 with Copycat, and he's fifth. Caelan Leahy with the grey sixth, again just on time penalties. Similarly, Chris Ioannuski is seventh with Condor du Valdesi. Olivia Cleaver also just the time penalties with as the score with Connor 69 into 8th. And then your top 10 rounded out by Nicolas Gamboa and Francisco Goyamole with his second top 10 placing of this 3-star Grand Prix. Absolutely outstanding performances all of our competitors. We have had some fantastic competitions all week, including last week as well. All of which are available to watch on demand at your leisure should you wish to do so on Clip My Horse. Please do go and watch. There have been some outstanding competitions and some brilliant rounds, not only in the Grand Prix, but in the welcome classes and the speed classes as well to look at there. Well, we just wait for the prize giving ceremony, where your top placed competitors will bring for their moment on the podium to be presented with their prizes. In terms of the Split Rock Jumping Tour, though, of course, we've just rounded out 2 weeks of this hunter jumper action in Kentucky. Split Rock will then head to Portland for 2 weeks at the end of July and the beginning of August, before coming back to Kentucky for the national show in September, the Star Show there, and then the 3-star week as well. Plenty more to come in this super exciting Diamond Split Rock jumping tour as the season progresses. With us for the prize giving, 3 very well-deserved winners will be coming forward to take their places on the podium. Don't go anywhere. The prize giving is just a few minutes away. Well, here they come then, your top-placed competitors into the ring for this prize-giving ceremony. What a competition it has been. What a way to round things out. Well, presenting here for this feature class of the week. Great prize money on offer at many of these Split Rock jumping, and this is certainly no exception. $100,000 in this Lugano Grand Prix. The presenting partner is HAGYARD, though. Great supporters of this class. Had some great presenting sponsors all week. The C. Jarvis Insurance Welcome Class, the blue trim National Prix as well, but Lugano by HAGYARD here for this feature class with the biggest prize money on offer. Your 3 podium finishers then on to that prestigious podium for the final time this week. It's becoming a very familiar spot for Amanda Derbyshire. She has been on this podium every day this week. Now takes her spot to the top. Off we go then. Here they come. Across to the second place spot on the left-hand side is Francisco Goyoaga Morley with taking second spot with PST Demuse. Amanda Derbyshire, meanwhile, takes her place in the centre of the podium at the top spot with Otto BH. The only double clear of this 3-star Grand Prix. On the right-hand side then, Richie Maloney takes third place with Sherlock 46. Well, of course, this is the opportunity for some photos and the national anthem of Great Britain. Well, huge congratulations to all 3 of our podium finishers, particularly for an outstanding performance all week and a sensational win in today's $100,000 Lugano 3-star Grand Prix printed by Hagyard. Thank you so much for joining us for today's It really has been a pleasure to take you through these competitions all week, and I hope that you have enjoyed these competitions just as much as I. As ever, don't forget you can watch any of the action back on Clip My Horse at any time, and please do tune in the live action from the next legs of the Lugano Split Rock Jumping Tour. What a week! Well, I have been Hannah Robson. I hope you have a wonderful evening and afternoon, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one. Good night.
Now we've got Amanda back up in the tack here for her round of honor, celebrating the win in our Lugano Diamonds Grand Prix presented by Hagyard Medical Institute. And here they go. Top 8 will be coming your way. Nice salute send off for our top 8. Amanda, don't forget, I believe the fist pump contest is still alive, sponsored by On the Mark. And again, that goes to the rider with the best fist pump for this week, $500 bonus check, in addition to the winner's share of our Grand Prix this afternoon. Auto BH, PSTW, Sherlock 46, Birdie in last week's winning combination. Copycat, the Gray Man, Condor de Valdeci, and Connor 69. Your top 8 here this afternoon. And our winner will be coming around one more time as the music is playing for that. So again, congratulations to Amanda Derbyshire, and our thanks to Lugano Diamonds, a season-long sponsor in our Split Rock Tour, and to Hagyard Medical Institute for their support in this afternoon's Grand Prix. $100,000 in prize money at our 3-star FEI event here this afternoon. So one more class here in the Walnut Arena for this year. It'll be our Woodhill Farm Meter 40 Junior Amateur Final coming up next in a few more minutes.
We have a new